Hello everybody and welcome back for another episode of My Chaotic Budget. My name is Sandra and on this channel we do all things budget related as it pertains to mine and my husband's paychecks. And in this episode we are going to look at our February budget closeout. Yes, I was finally actually able to get it done, and so I'm going to go ahead and share with you all of the numbers for the month of February, compare them to January, and see where we're going to go for the month of March. It's looking pretty good. We had some good things in our favor, so let's get into it. This here, of course, is my little budget notes traveler's notebook. This is where I house my information as far as our budgets are concerned. And here, over here, this is my A5 Moterm, and I put in my ledger book where I keep track of all of our expenses, and this is where I write them in so that I can maintain and keep track of everything that goes on throughout the month. Okay, so let's take a quick look at February. Okay. So this is what I do. I started doing this back in January, and I copied this from, or got the idea from, Medora's Budget, Monique. She's amazing. She's so consistent, and I love her planner style. I love it so much, and I took inspiration from her. And here are the February numbers. You can see that for my husband's first, for my check, my first check had come out to $28.0495, and that included a rollover from January. My husband's second, which is the second check, brought in $24.9763 and $200. Third check brought in $1,123.29. plus $440. Now, if we want to get into more of the details as far as what all of that look like, you can see here's the rollover. Here's where you can see where we got a loan. You can see where my father-in-law gave us some money. And then I broke it down all back here when I did a budget closeout for the paycheck. So that's where I get my numbers from. So because I have this here, it really helps me to do my overall monthly budget closeout. That's why I love my ledger book. I don't think I could be able to manage our budget without a ledger book. It is a major part of our process. Okay, so as you can see here, I have the different colors. Yellow is for bills. Orange is for savings or sinking funds or cash withdrawals. Purple is for groceries. Dining out is pink. Gas is blue. And spending is green. And then whenever I have rollover, that's what goes into the next month. The next paycheck. So we have everything here. The only thing is that I did my closeout for each of the checks. I just didn't put in the highlighter colors. So let me go ahead and do that super quick. Okay, so now all of this is highlighted, and you can see here are the numbers for paycheck number 2. And it's broken down as far as what we brought in, where money went, and the same for paycheck number 3. That's usually all we get in a single month, is my paycheck at the beginning of the month and my husband's checks for the middle and the end of the month. So that's 3 checks that we get. So when we take a look over here for the month of February, you can see all 3 checks here, including the rollover. So for this month, we have brought in $7,065.87. Here are all of the bills that we had. If you want to pause to take a quick look at what we have, go for it. Here at Sony, I had done a boo-boo. I actually had taken it out before, so it was a double, and I should have waited until the month of March to take it out. But I didn't. I took it out from here, so because of that, that's why that's there. Let's see here. You won't see the Best Buy, you won't see Macy's, you won't see, because I did not have to pay those for the month of February, but they will be in the month of March. So if we take a look at our bill total then, our bill total came out to $1,771.33. And then if we take a look and compare to January, you can see that our bills was a lot less in February than it was in January. So in January we had $2,376.13. Now we did have at that point, we did have Macy's, we did have Best Buy, and we did have Old Navy. So these here were the heavy hitters, and so we didn't feel them in February because of course we got the personal loan. So you can see here, I took out a personal loan to save money on interest and to pay off debt quicker, which is looking really good. So that's that. And when we look at the bills for March, you can see that the expectation is that it's going to be about $2,270, but we're going to be putting extra payments toward SoFi based on the money that we're able to get from our debt snowballs, which is going to be amazing. So over here, we have our savings and sinking funds category. So yearly fee is $25. We took it out from 2 checks. Extra debt was $30. High yield savings account, we got 100 and 100. And then emergency cash, we got 100. So in total, we took out $380 in savings and sinking funds. So we were able to do that. Then over here, this is the big categories, which is the groceries, dining out, gas, and spending, which I like to call the GDGS. And I get to see exactly how much we spent on each of these categories for the month of February. So for groceries, we spent a total of $464.27. Now, dining out was really high up. It was $1,162.86. Now, I did go to a conference. We did have some celebrations. We did spend quite a bit of money because of our jobs and the way that our schedules are. So all of that can be explained. And usually what I like to do is I combine the groceries and the dining out categories to show exactly how much did we spend in food. So if we take a look at January's numbers again, you can see we did way more in the month of February. I forgot to do the totals over here, but we did way more in the month of February. Oh, I did do the totals. See, groceries we spent, oh, maybe we didn't. Groceries we spent $1,246.78. Oh, that's way under. Dining out, oh, is under. What? That's amazing. Man, I'm even surprising myself. That's actually pretty good. I had no idea. I'm doing this in real time, guys. That's awesome. So in the GDGS in January, oh, because since I get paid early, this included Christmas time and New Year's. Okay. Spending was more because I paid for the hotel. I paid for all that stuff when I went to my conference. But it is under. The GDGS is way under from past. Okay, yay, we're not too horrible. So the total here was $3,589.26. The total over here was $4,156.64. So yeah, okay, we got some wins there. I'm happy. Okay, so if we take our total income, we take and we subtract our bills, we subtract our savings and sinking funds, and we subtract our GDGS, that left us with a rollover of $1,329.41. it shows that it should be about $4 less or so. And I don't know where those $4 went or got lost. But this is what was showing in the bank account. So I'm going to go with what's in the bank. And if it was vice versa, I would go with what's in the bank. So I never go with the higher number just because I like the higher number. I go with what's in the bank. And so then that begins the month of March. So I've done the budget. I didn't do the budget numbers for February because I was just like super busy. But I did do the budget numbers for the month of March. And like I said, right now, the bills are looking like $22.70. They will fluctuate. Things will change. I will start adding the actual numbers as I pay them, which I have already done some of these. So I will have to input them into here. And I know I need to put in how much we got from the rollover, and then I need to put in my husband's check. But since this check isn't closed out yet, we still have more to go. I'm not sure where we're going to be yet. So I'm hoping to get all of this good and taken care of shortly. But I'm happy. Look at that. Woohoo! I had no idea that we did way better than what we did in January. Oh, it's so good to have the numbers though, because then you can compare. Because look, here's my numbers down here. Way less in groceries, less in dining out, less in gas, but overage in spending because of the hotel. Oh, that's so awesome. Okay, well, that's all that I have for you guys. I hope you'll be able to stay tuned. I have one more week of work before I go on vacation, which is just a staycation here at home, and it is well needed. So please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.